This here is Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic, issue number 8. So, Bulk and Skull begin by making a video on what's happened since Rita made her demands. The 24-hour deadline she set is approaching, and we see the military in Tokyo trying to detonate their way into the Triceratops dinosaur without luck. We continue where we left off from the last issue, with the Black Dragon grabbing hold of Tommy. He manages to free himself by temporarily removing his dragon shield, allowing him to slip away. As Tommy continues to run away from the Black Dragon, Jason is trying to stabilize the Dragonzord, which is now floating in space. There's more action on the moon's surface, with Tommy picking up a cannon from the rubble and firing it at the Black Dragon. Tommy still gets knocked back, but manages to convince the Black Dragon to fight fairly by shrinking down to his size. Tommy thought he was a match for the Black Dragon, but again he was easily overpowered. Just as the Black Dragon is about to destroy Tommy, Jason sends the Dragonzord in head first, crashing into the moon's surface and tearing one of the Black Dragon's arms off. Tommy is teleported back inside the Dragonzord and they retreat for now. Trini establishes a connection with Alpha, and he informs the Rangers he knows what Rita is doing. Jason and Tommy return with the Black Dragon's arm, and whilst Tommy needs a lie down, Jason hands the arm over to Trini so she can run a scan on it. Alpha tells the Rangers their powers and Zords are being controlled by the Black Dragon, who has access to the Morphin Grid via Billy's power coin. The Rangers now have under 5 hours before the Zords start attacking cities. Finster is repairing the Black Dragon whilst Rita talks to him, wondering why he can't warp away Tommy's powers and why he wants to fight Tommy at full strength. The Black Dragon doesn't give a clear response, but he has his own motives. He then snaps his new arm made by Finster into place. In the Dark Dimension, Billy tries to engage in a conversation with Goldar. Although Goldar didn't want to discuss anything to begin with, he begins talking when Billy makes him wonder if Rita still thought of Goldar as her sworn honor guard. Now, with just over 2 hours remaining, Zack and Tommy put aside their differences from the previous issues. I really hope we're done with that storyline because, as I said in my previous videos, I liked it at first, but it got very repetitive seeing them argue all the time. Trini finishes the scan on the Black Dragon's arm, and Tommy asks her if that arm can create the same phase blast energy on the Rangers like before. His idea is for the Rangers to use Tommy's powers by filtering their morph through him. Alpha confirms this would provide an alternate way to access the Morphin Grid, but it will leave Tommy powerless. He accepts that he cannot stop Rita, but the other Rangers can take back their Zords. Tommy takes control of the Black Dragon's arm as the other Rangers morph. To Tommy's surprise, he sees the other Rangers morphed, but their suits are green and Jason possesses the Dragon Shield. This issue was alright, as the story is still progressing somewhere, and I like how Zack and Tommy's conflict is seemingly resolved at last. The Black Dragon is still a bit of a mystery, and I'm interested in finding out more about his motives in the future issues.